So I'd like to get your thoughts on what role the game will now play since there's going to be this break between Season 1 and Season 2.
Yeah, really, actually, it's something we can take advantage of, because just because the season ended doesn't mean the universe of Defiance stops. It actually keeps going. It goes on in the game. And so what we can do is we can tell stories about not just San Francisco Defiance, but characters from Defiance, St. Louis, and kind of do things with them that kind of hint at what happens in Season 2, and maybe even tell stories that directly lead into Season 2.
Will you guys actually incorporate St. Louis into the game in some way?
Not currently. That's a lot of work. I mean, that town is pretty damn big. But no, we can still grab characters and, you know, species or whatever we want from the television show during the off season.
Can you talk about what you guys have learned from fan feedback and just working with the Hollywood side so far, having done a season now?
Yeah, I think crossovers, some of the stuff we did worked really well. Rin and Nolan and Arissa in particular, and the Plague. Some were a little too subtle, the Hellbug one, for example, which I think the gamers really got and really liked just because we were adding new content. But I definitely think we can do more. Now that we have an established universe, we can really take advantage of it, which we couldn't do before because there was no television show, there was no game to draw on. Now we can really take it much further.
When it comes to what's new, I know you guys were announcing or showing some stuff at E3 recently, but talk about what's new gameplay-wise.
Well, we have a download content package coming up, which will be very soon. And we're adding a new species, Cassithans, but gameplay-wise, we're adding what we call arenas. And that's essentially kind of what is called a horde mode in gaming. We put you in a game space, there's a bunch of traps, we keep introducing monsters in there, and you gain faction over time with a vendor that allows you to buy different Cassithan blades and different colors of blades and things like that. We have a 4-man vehicle, which we hadn't had before, so you can carry your whole group around. We're going to add a turret to it so you can actually fire from vehicles in the overworld. We're doing all sorts of stuff.
How is fan feedback impacting how you guys add new content to the game?
Yeah, it really came down to, we thought dynamic content would be exciting. Turns out players absolutely love it. So we're putting a lot of focus into adding more of that dynamic content as opposed to maybe what we had planned previously. We get a lot of benefit out of it because it's replayable over and over, and players just keep doing it. So we're gonna keep adding it.
When it comes to Season 2, you know, there was a big cliffhanger there or a big change at the end. Talk a little about specifically how you guys are working with the writers moving forward.
Well, we're doing it not just for Season 2. Like I said, we're doing it for the off-season.
Right.
What would these characters be doing in the off-season? How would the town of Defiance be evolving during the off-season? How can the game take advantage of that? How can the game help you tell that story and lead into that story? We talk to the writers all the time to make sure that we can take advantage of not only Season 2, but also the off-season.
Well, I think I was talking a little bit more about the crossovers. Like we saw the Plague example in the first season. Once Season 2 comes up, what did you learn in terms of what you can do from crossover type perspective?
Yeah, the Plague is a good example of us trying to tell a story within the game of you're saving the town of Defiance by launching the missile and stuff. Trying to do more things like that within the season. And also, you know, I think the real successful one was Rin leaving the show, coming to the game, players meeting her in the game going, I really like this character. Oh, it's from the television show? I'm not watching the television show. Maybe I should start watching it, and kind of introducing, you know, people from the game to the television show itself.
When it comes to the video game world, can you talk a little about how you've seen technology allow this type of cross-platform? I mean, no one's ever tried this before, so what were kind of like the things that allowed this to come to be?
It's the fact that we're a server-based game. So we control what's going on within the game from moment to moment. So all of those crossovers that we introduced, we didn't have to have the player download something and then be able to play it, and then, you know, have to download the next thing. It all came originally, and all we had to do was flip a switch on the server, boom, it was happening, boom, we turned it off when it was done. That couldn't have been done before the server-based gaming stuff.
What are your plans in terms of there's a contest right now where a character will be introduced through the video game, a player character.
To the show.
What openings do you see with those kinds of integrations?
We've actually already done one. And
you want a poster?
The poster,
I
yes.
it, yeah.
So we've actually already done one. That is actually a player. He competed in a contest within the game. He won by a long shot, and he sent us pictures, signed all the releases. We had the artist at Syfy render him, put his name on the poster. So we've already done it. We'd like to take that even further because we got a great response from that. Players were really excited about that, and so next time the person who is the player themselves will actually be on set and in the television show in one of the episodes, which is pretty exciting.
Just going on that set, I've been up there. It's a pretty amazing set.
Yeah, isn't it? It's great. The first time I saw that, I was like, wow, this is our video game in life. So it was very cool.